Good afternoon, everybody. I think we've just hit the afternoon, 2 minutes past 12. My name is Ryan McGinley, and today I'm delighted, as always, to be joined by Tony Haggerty on the Celtic Way pre-match briefing at semi-final day, Aberdeen versus Celtic at Hampden Stadium. Tony, how are you doing this afternoon? You looking forward to this game that's about to take place in about 20 minutes?
Yeah, Hampden in the sun, Ryan. It's shiny here. We know a song about that, don't we? I would take a similar scoreline, but as long as Celtic turn up and perform and they win, that's all that matters. Getting into the final, and Brendan Rodgers' 10th appearance at Hampden is yet to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get started and talk about the team today, which we've got just at the bottom of your screen, that I'll just click on just now or in 2 minutes' time, I would just like to shout out our sponsors. They are Weissman and MPH Group. They're global leaders in the boiler industry, known for top-notch German engineering, sponsoring our podcast. What's more exciting, they've teamed up with Scotland's very own award-winning installation team, MPH Boilers, making this a perfect match right here in Scotland. Weissman's boilers are engineered to deliver not just warmth, but unparalleled efficiency and reliability. We're talking about cutting-edge technology that's designed to save you on energy bills and reduce emissions. And with MPH Boilers, you know you're getting service from the best in the business, a local team that's committed to excellence and customer satisfaction. As part of this incredible partnership, when you choose a Weissman boiler installed by MPH Boilers, you'll also get a free internet controller, making it a breeze to manage your heating anytime, anywhere. Plus, they're offering the first year's service free. It's all about giving you peace of mind and making sure that you're looked after. So if your boiler's showing its age or you're considering an upgrade, this is your chance to get world-class engineering with local expert service. Weissman and MPH Boilers, it's a match made in Scotland. Make sure to check them out and take the first step towards a warmer, more efficient home. And just before we get into talking about the team, if I could just bring up our latest offer, the offer that we're still currently running, Tony. 6 months of access for £1. You will get a free Kyogo Furuhashi print. I know that the first of those are getting sent out imminently. If not, they've already been sent out. We were notified of that yesterday. So those who have already subscribed, we thank you for subscribing. They are on their way if they're not already with you right now. www.celticway.co.uk/subscribe. There'll be instant analysis after the game. There'll also be player ratings after the game, as well as press conferences from player and manager. So if you're looking for all the best Celtic content, look no further than the Celtic Way. I'll just click on this team now. In fact, I'll take this off and going back into the team. Tony, here's the team for this afternoon. I'll just read it out ever so quickly. Joe Hart in goals. The back four of Greg Taylor, Liam Scales, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Alistair Johnson. The midfield, Cal McGregor returns. Rio Tati's in there with Matt O'Reilly. Hyunjin Yang's in there alongside Nicholas Kuhn, and Kyogo leads the line up front. The subs today are Scott Bain, Lewis Palmer, Adam Ida, Mike Nawrocki, Tomoki Iwata, Paulo Bernardo, Daniel Kelly, James Forrest and Anthony Ralston. Tony, first of all, what's your thoughts on this team?
Well, clearly Callum McGregor's made it to prove his fitness. He's back in the team. That was, as I said all week, the $64,000 question. He's back in. Nawrocki drops out, so clearly the manager still loves Liam Scales, doesn't he? Trusts Liam Scales to perform duty today. And Yang, surprisingly for me, has got the nod to start. Big game for Yang today. Really needs to produce. Kind of tailed off a bit recently, and to start to redeem yourself.
Yeah, you just what Yang will bring to this team. Maybe the bigger surface, the bigger pitch will help him because he likes to stretch his legs and get at the opposing fullback as well. It's a show of confidence from Brendan Rodgers in the left winger. Same for Nicholas Kuhn. I think either winger could have been dropped for today's game. In all honesty, maybe even there's even a shout for Kyogo to maybe make the bench in place of Adam Ida. Clear that Brendan Rodgers went with his number striker in Kyogo. What's your thoughts on that? I know there was talk, especially from myself, about potentially Adam Ida leading the line, 2 goals in his last 2 games. But Kyogo gets the nod. This is his ground, isn't it?
Talk for yourself. As I said before, James Forrest a Hampden specialist, but Kyogo's another Hampden specialist. Never out the sight for me. I think Kyogo can have plenty of room at Hampden. Knows the terrain. He's scored, 5 goals at Hampden already?
Something like that, yeah.
Got double against Rangers in the League Cup final, double against Hibs in the League Cup final. He scored...
he scored another one as well.
Yeah, he scored another one as well, yeah. So I think it's 5. Somebody in the comment section...
Scored against Inverness as well in the final.
Yeah. So 5, to my knowledge. So, for me, Kyogo was always going to play. It was just a question of who's going to service him. And Kuhn and Yang... A day for wingers, it's a prick bar. and you have to exploit that space right now. And he's only been back a couple of short weeks. Real Fatati can use the width of Hamlin. That front six, if you want to call it that, Hatate, O'Reilly, McGregor, Yang, Kyogo and Kuhn, that's where the game's won and lost today, Ryan, for me. Because if Celtic can take care of business from that end of the field forward, then they will score goals.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I agree with that. Tati is the glue that keeps this team together, and you have seen that in recent weeks and over the past month or so. You would say ever since he returned in that Livingston game, he's losing his business this season. He's making up for something. He's got experience of Hampden before. Season for him this 8-9 games that he's been fit for. You know, maybe what a third. How big is the captain? I think we need to talk captain. The captain is back. Captain for massive bonus to Celtic. He's been nurtured back into the team, maybe 20, 30 minutes here and there, but which wasn't his best performance, admittedly. But coming off the bench, now he's ready. Let's see.
McGregor's got a finish. If memory serves, I think he's only lost one game in the Scottish Cup semi-final. That they lost in extra time. I'm sure that's including his youth career as well. So
Hi guys, sorry we cut off there just for a wee second there, 2 wee seconds, and I'll get the stream back up, or I'll get the picture back up rather. We do apologise, the internet connection isn't the best here at the moment, but we're working with live TV, live streaming. What once was live TV is now live internet streaming, so just bring that back onto the screen. We'll try and make this one maybe as quick as possible because we know that the stream's going to be cutting on and off. We can see the connection in the background going up and down with the Wi-Fi, so we do apologise for any cutting off, going to and from the street. Is there anybody else in that team that's pointing out to you? Is there anything that stands out in that team? Is it Scales maybe being back in the defence?
yeah, the manager clearly trusts, and he's gone with Scales over Nawrocki. And maybe you thought that Nawrocki gave Nawrocki a terrible time, Pitoji, and the one each drawn doesn't want the same to happen again. But he clearly has a soft spot for Scales, doesn't he? And listen, Ryan, I don't really care who plays beside Cameron Carter-Vickers because his presence makes him a better player. So I trust that defence to do the job today. As I say, offensively from the middle of the park forward is where this game's going to be won and lost for Celtic today. And I think that's quite a strong offensive six that Celtic have got, if you want to call it that. But going back to the captain, I think every Celtic supporter will be buoyed by seeing the captain back. Unlucky for Tomoki Iwata because he hasn't done much wrong. But, you know, the optic, every Celtic supporter will be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from Scales, it's an unchanged back four. You know, it's Taylor's still there, Cameron Carter-Vickers. Massive that Cameron Carter-Vickers is still in that team. He is absolutely, he's crucial to Celtic, keeping clean sheets, keeping goals out the back of their own net. For Joe Hart, this is one of his last times. Maybe was game in the semi-final, which was disappointing. You know, he's got you're hoping that he's got 2 games left at Hampden. What a career he's had, and it would be a great send-off if he could get a League Cup double. I know that the league's looking a lot better. The league's looking as if it's, but
Yeah.
2 games to go in the Scottish Cup. Be a great send off for what's been a great career for Joe Hart.
Yeah, I think the Celtic players are mindful that they want to bring the cup down in Joe Hart's career in a fitting fashion, a fitting style. And I think if anything else, I think the Celtic players will also be trying to get Joe Hart into the showpiece game of the season. And here's hoping that he doesn't have too much to do today. It's plain sailing, and he does get that end of the season game that he desperately craves to hang up his gloves officially.
Yeah, absolutely. Just before we finish off, and we know it's been a bit of a shorter show today, and we do apologise for that due to a number of issues that we've had before the game. What's your score prediction going to be today? Maybe a couple of people read them out. A couple of people put them in the comments. We'll read them out just before we finish. What's your I've so 3-0 to Celtic would take that as well. Monte says 5-1. Hazel Finn says 3-1. AJ could make the difference. I agree with that. They could, any wingers could make the difference, especially on a big pitch like Camden. We're gonna cut off today before the internet cuts us off once again. We'll be back as soon as we can after the game to discuss Celtic v Aberdeen, Scottish Cup semi-final. Enjoy the game, guys. Look out for the content that we'll have post-match, and we'll try and catch up with you an hour or so after the game. Sorry for all the inconvenience caused, and we will see you after the game.